Welcome back once again, Wizard, to the ruins of the universe. Let's just let the run happen organically, in celebration of the Earth Day. Let's see. I'll take Deathbolt to start. Just so I could slowly work my way through the unused filter. We've already used all of the sorceries in the starting category, but the update that added this little filter is new, so it doesn't know that yet. Alright, what's gonna dictate my run? What are we gonna find? Reroll for equipment. The Red Majesty? Alright, okay. Robe of the Druids? Oh, Robe of the Druids, you say? Okay, alright. Sorcerer's Flag? Sorcerer's Flag is still very silly because if we pop in here, we sort by sorcery and we click on number of summons. Nothing. Sorcerer's Flag doesn't do anything, which is very amusing to me. Alright, Robe of the Druids provides us with complete immunity to poison. We've done a couple of poison runs already. Poison runs are a lot of fun. Would be very Earth Day appropriate. The other option... Oh, I hit the wrong button. There we go. The Lightning Helm. They gain range and damage. I get lightning resists. For every 30 damage dealt to enemies with blood spells, cast Scourge on a random enemy. I love Scourge. There are a number of fun blood spells to mess around with. Drain Pulse being one of my favorites. I love this spell. It's so good. We've done Fellowmancy with him before. What if we do Blood Nature? Horde of Halfmen. We could do Sight of Blood. The other thing, the Lightning Helm. I do want to mess around with Arc Lightning, though. Maybe a Dark Lightning. Dark Lightning. We grab the Lightning Helm? Yeah, let's get the Lightning Helm. Bunch of stupid zombies, I hate them. They are weak to Holy, 29 health. So our Deathbolt is useless against them at the moment. But I can take Lightning Bolts. And with this hat on, we'll do more damage with it. Cool, alright. No. No Tachi. We should also, like, the turn they are in range for shooting, we need to be shooting zombies. The zombies are problematic. Can I hit both of you? Alas. Nice. $14 health. I do 15 damage. Ha ha ha! Didn't lose any max health. Take that. 3 spell points. I want Arc Lightning. We're wearing a beautiful new lightning hat. We can get Thunder Strike for free. That's a level 2 spell, if I recall. Lightning Sorcery, Thunder Strike, level 2. 24 lightning damage. Stuns people around it. We can get Blind Casting. Charges refund if the target tile already has a thunderstorm on it. Also does holy damage. Heaven Strike. You know what? Kind of into it. Kind of into it. I think this is going to be a dark lightning run. We're going to try and do it. I want to find Crackledarkener. That we're going to put together the perfect Crackledarkener run. Even if we don't find it, that's sad. If we do find it, we're gonna be built for it. Built for it. 75% resistant to dark. Doesn't matter to me. Thunderstrike. Rod from God. I was kind of hoping to hit all three of you, but I'll settle for 2. Do, do, do. Psh. Psh. How healthy are you guys? Nine? Make a skeleton. 6? Skeleton. 7? Skeleton. Skeleton. You know it's skeleton. Skeleton. Bang bang. Skeletons, you head up. You can't be poisoned, so I have high hopes. Yeah, get them, skeletons. They can't hurt you. You're immune to poison. The suckers! Yes! Beauties. 5 spell points. Silken Links. Ruby Heart. Re-roll it all. What be the build today? Kinda just letting the run tell me what it wants to be. So far, it seems like we're going to be doing lightning and dark. So I kind of want to find the Crackledarkener. I've never... Oh my god, the Crackledarkener. It's happening. I found it. Yes. If we could find a hat and a robe, we can get infinite damage loot. The run whispers said, hate bolts. Hate bolts are so overpowered, though. Although they have been nerfed, I've been told. Conjuration spells and skills gain charges, damage, and minion damage. But no, we're here for Crackledarkener. Whenever enemy takes that much dark damage, deal that much lightning damage. Yes. It's perfect. It's beautiful. We're gonna need another dark spell to help out. We only have death bolts. So it's dark, lightning, lightning, now we need another dark. What's gonna be our next dark spell? We wanted to do a decent amount of dark damage. Touch of Death is really powerful, but it's kind of long range. Close range. Wheel of Death is kind of an interesting one to think about here with Crackledarkener. But we have already had a very good Wheel of Death run. What dark spell haven't we taken? That's going to be the question. Goddamn, allergies are fucking me up. Just like the idea of the game, hate bolts. No game, they're too powerful. Hate bolts. Orc, ice lizard. You know what? I have to pee, and I have to blow my nose, and I have to take allergy pills. So I'm gonna BRB for like a minute, maybe 2. Just gotta take care of this. I can barely breathe out of my nose. I could breathe through my nose for a second. This is so much better. Allergies are the worst. Anyway, now that I could breathe through my nose and I'm not filled with urine, the Crackledarkener is here. You just started playing Rift Wizard 2 yesterday and you need guidance? Well, you've come to the right place. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. If you're looking for run ideas, also feel free to ask, but also if you do exclamation mark YouTube in chat, it will hook you up with our YouTube channels. And we have all of our Rift Wizard 2 VODs on the VOD channel, and a little introduction video on the main channel. This run, Rather than going in with an idea, I was popping in and just kind of like, what's the run gonna tell me? And the run's been telling me lightning and dark, so we're doing a lightning dark run. And now I found the Crackledarkener. It's the perfect item for a lightning dark run. But what's my new dark spell going to be? What do I want to use? Because every time we do dark damage, we're gonna get some nice bonus effects going off. I know we were just using Death Shield, but like Death Shield's not a bad call here. Because it's damage every turn. We can cast it once and then just kind of leave. Then again, Death Shock. Lightning and dark damage is being dealt. It's a 2-for-1 deal. It counts as both lightning and dark, which is ideal. And if I'm gonna be like, you know what? If I've used it, I'm not allowed to use it, since the last update that added this new filter. Let's turn that on. I'm still allowed to use Death Chill, aren't I? No, I'm not allowed to use Death Chill. It takes it away. But Death Chill would be a very good call here. 11 dark damage for 5 turns. If we were gonna upgrade it, I would imagine Mass Death Chill seems like a fun time. But Death Shock's just too good to pass up. After dealing dark and lightning, also deal fire. Before dealing damage, remove 3 shields. Or if Death Shock kills 1 or more enemies, summon an electric zombie. Could be a fun one to go with too. Unused means you have never won with it. So filter unused is, have you ever used the spell since the update, which was what, 4 days ago? It was on the 19th, 3 days ago. So for instance, we've had a winning run with Golden Skull, Wheel of Death, Vampire Gaze, Restless Dead, Drain Pulse, Carnival of Pain. Like, a lot of these have been used in winning runs. Blood Shift, Toxic Burst, Touch of Death, Devour Mind, Life Drain. But it only affects anything that was added, anything that you have since used since the update. So that was in the, oh my god, I'm tongue-tying myself. The filter only applies to anything that happened in your game after the update was added, so that's the 19th. So very specific, but I'm happy it's here. I think I might just take Death Shock. It's too good to pass up. It's gonna get buffed by 25% immediately, thanks to our hat. Let's grab it. Death Shock. It's too good to pass up. So it's gonna do 22 lightning and 22 dark, and it has a cascade range associated with it. We'll grab the Crackledarkener right away. And, yeah, let's use it. Bang. We want things to be close together so we could have that effect go off. Yeah, like that! Ooh! Just a chunk of the screen went away. Death Shock. Bang! Man, I might even take my favorite enchantment in the game. I might do it. Lightning Form is my favorite enchantment. And this time we won't take the fire upgrade for it. We'll go with, you have 3 turns of downtime. It would let us swap between different spells, do our damage. I'm kind of feeling it. I'm feeling it. The Dynamo, Ink Pipe, Sorceress Lens, or Orb. Sorcery, 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 sorcery. Ooh. Ooh, 25% more damage if we take the orb. That is probably too good to pass up right now. Yeah. Like, we're adding 25 damage with our little helm here, but just for lightning? Death Shock's gonna be pumped up. 35 health? Yeah, we could just obliterate everything on this floor. Let's grab it right away. Waste no time. So what is it? You only made to floor 16? Oh, you're on your way. You'll get there soon. If you want a really easy to pilot build that only uses a few spells, I can tell you right now, a really nice one that I really like. Yeah, let's grab the orb. So right now, 22 and 22, 9, 15, yes, 26, 12, oh baby, 18, 36. Let's just go ahead and Death Shock right here. Instantly. Got there with a skeleton summon build. I love necromancy. I love necromancy. I don't want to step into your stupid storm. I'll just waste a turn, take a step forward. Bang, bang. Death Shock. My god, my god. We just erase huge chunks of the map every time. Death bolt you into a new skeleton friend. Go forth, skeleton friend. Alright, the two of you can handle the rest of the level. I don't want to do it. Hey. Go on, skeletons. Thank you. Do I want to corrupt this level? Let's look at what we have to look forward to. Oh my god, electric stuff. Star Ice. So right now we're wearing a lightning helm, and lightning helm's nice, but there is a different hat we're gonna want to find. And it's not one of these. Maybe a dark helm, though. No. Lightning helm is better for now. Do I want to pass up? Like, we have an Orb of Corruption. It's very tempting to. Oh, and this is gonna be such a fun floor. 32. Takes no dark damage. So unfortunately 26 lightning damage. They have 32 health. I can't one-shot them. Unless we add fire damage, that would do it. If Death Shock kills one or more enemies, summon an electric zombie with HP equal to half the total HP of all slain enemies. Corpse Construct just seems too neat to pass up. If we add fire damage, though, we could one-shot the vampires. Without it, we could just clear a huge chunk here and get a nice zombie, and then the vampires have to deal with the zombie. It's an easy enough floor regardless. What would I take? What would I take? Electric Lens, Electric Tome, or the Electric Disc? The disc is for radius. What lightning spells deal with radius? I think only the one we have, right? Thunder? Radius. Turn off filter unused. There we go. Thunderstrike, yes. Lightning Halo, no, I don't want. Storm Burst, Ball Lightning. Ball Lightning. Yeah, Storm Burst. We had a pair of shoes that cast it every time you walk. It was real good. Mona! Where were you yesterday, Mona? Where were you? I reviewed all the candy yesterday. Playing with yourself? Oh, that's good. Did you have fun? Have a nice freeze-dried Skittle here. But if you watch the VOD, I got a nice little review for all of it. Alright. All of it. It was a sour Skittle. I wasn't prepared. All very good. I think the cheesecake's my favorite. Do I want to corrupt the floor? This is a bad one for corrupting, I think. You know what? I'm gonna reroll. I'm not gonna corrupt yet. Aether Lord. Bone Shard. Spring Crowd, Nature Wand, Imp Maker. See, now I could corrupt, because I don't want to go to any of these places. Orb of Corruption, how much damage will it do to me? 10 damage for some reason. Don't understand why it does that. We get a freebie chest. Oh my god, with Wrathlings? You are too kind, game. I'm going to have to use a teleporter to get it. Or I might invest in Blink. If we take Blink... It was really good. Yeah, no, I very much enjoyed it. Alright, let's just Death Shock. Remove some problems here. We'll get him, Skeleton. Skeleton, why? Oh shit, there's like a solid wall here. Was there anything I wanted on that side? A teleport, but like, otherwise, I don't care. I would have to take Blink and Blind Casting in order to get to the other side. I do want the 2 spell point orbs, though. Ooh, and a free key? Hell yeah. Alright. Wrathlings are so good. I'm very excited that we get that for free. Unfortunately, there's a lot of garbage now on the screen, and I can't get to a number of these exits. Spriggan Maker, Aether Lord. I can only see 3 exits. 2 of them are locked. Phage, what's going on? You know, this is the one I want to go to anyway. So that works out for me. I'm so excited. Like, Wrathlings is such a nice thing to have randomly generated. Let's think about this. Spells, translocation. Now, if I use filter unused, only Blink's gonna go away, even though I think I've taken Disperse for 90% of the runs I've done. We've used Dreamwalk, we've used Soul Swap, we've used Aether Swap. With Petrification and Blind Casting. But Blink has Thunder Blink, which is perfect because we are doing Lightning and Dark. Casting Blink casts Thunder Strike on 2 closest enemy targets in line of sight. That's awesome. That's great. A great upgrade. Unfortunately, I can't use Blind Casting and Thunder Blink, so I think we're just gonna have to say goodbye to the items. Actually, you know what? How about this? We use our teleporter. We teleport over here. We get that teleporter. We can use Blink as normal to get to there. Use the teleporter. Teleport over here. Use Blink as normal to get out. And this is the exit we're going to use. That should work just fine, right? None of the gaps are big enough that we need to worry. I like it. I like it. And I can't leave through this exit anyway until we kill everything. This is why Chaos Orb could sometimes be a problem. Let's take Blink. Get Thunder Blink. We'll probably take the Heaven Strike upgrade on Thunder Strike. That's gonna be really fun. Nice. Cool. I might as well go down first. Just a free cast on there. Only 1 Death Shock left. Maybe we use some of our other damage redealers to take care of this. Wow, he found a very roundabout way to get to me. Look at him go. So these guys can hit me without line of sight, but only just 1 damage at a time. I have 2 healing potions. That's 4 damage. But with 1 Death Shock, I can clear out this area just fine. Yeah. If I Death Shock this one, the Cascade's gonna do a lot of lightning damage to this guy in the end. Were your errands successful? No problems? So I'm gonna take 1, 2, 3, 4 dark damage. That is fine by me. And your threat radius, you would have to take a step forward. If I need to eat a potion, I'll be able to eat a potion. Because he's still out of range for hurting me. Death Shock. Death Shock was not enough. Alright, drink the potion. Or... yeah, no, drink the potion. Let's not be silly here. And there you go. Simple as that. Do 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 do. Gonna make some ramen. Ooh, ramen. Did I say your name? I don't think I did. Unless your name is Ramen. But it could be. It could be that thou name is Ramen. 3 more casts. Do 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 do. Robin's a fantastic sounding name. And use the teleporter to get over here. Haha. The only problem is I run out of blinks. Damn it! I miscounted by 1. No! Man, I have to drink a mana potion. That's a bummer. Do 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 do. Get icicle? Trap for all? No, I can just drink a mana potion. We're good. Now, why do you want me to take icicle? If cast on a chasm floor creates a floor tile. Oh, I see. Do I want to spend a spell point and make a floor tile, or do I want to drink a mana potion and blink over? I've never used the land bridge concept with icicle. I've never done it. Kind of want to save my spell points though. It's a good idea, but I'm gonna save my spell points. I'll be sad if I run out by 1 later. Whereas I'm not gonna have to worry about drinking potions too often. With Blink, it kind of gives you winged shoes. Interesting. You can make a little island with it. That's not a bad... it's actually a very neat concept. Wrathlings. Yeah, dog. Doodle doo 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 doo. Oh no! These jerks. Witnessing a lightning spell. Now, if I blink with Thunder Blink, will they witness me casting a spell? I assume that will count as them witnessing me casting a spell. What little bastards. The helm is giving me 25 lightning resist and increasing my lightning damage by 25%. And I think it also adds a couple range. Yeah, 1 range. That's a bummer. Still not that bad, though. Void Magus here. Completely immune to lightning, but we could Death Shock them. We could Death Bolt them. Now, Crackledarkener. D&D time, nice. Tell Jimmy I said hello again. No one can see me do lightning spells from this vantage point. I'm gonna total player kill. Can anyone witness lightning here? No? Suckers. Hey! How did they witness it? I guess they saw the point of impact? Oh my god. They witnessed the target. I feel like it was witnessing the caster last time. Oh well, that's fine. It won't save them, so I don't mind. Alright, I need to blink out of there. Yeah, I figured it would. Whatever. Don't even care. I'm out of death shocks. Nightmare Spark, teleport, shield allies. Just land and blow up everything around you, yep. There's one spawner left, it's for bag of bugs, which are very annoying friends to have. Only 5 range, that's not too annoying. They'll be able to get to me kinda soon, but I would love to remove you from the fight. And mostly I want to remove that from the fight, so let's pop an Oculus. Did I not hit it straight on? Doot doot doot. Up up up. Doot 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 doot. Yeah, shock you again. It had shields. The stupid little spawner, he gave it a shield. Took me a second to figure out what was going on. Alright, I have a teleporter, I got my blink. 1, 2, 3 banks of bugs. I should really try and focus fire on you guys. Come on, Crackledarkener. Yeah. I'm gonna have to drink a potion, aren't I? Gotta teleport, don't want to use it yet. Alright. Mana potion. Time to blink on out of there. Alright, it's just my very well healthy friends. You guys are temporary. How much damage do you do? 5 at a time. Definitely want to drink the potion. Alright, buddy. Begin the process. do. Whew. Let those guys get a little out of hand. I want to find my new hat sooner rather than later. Silken links. Ooh, double wrath links, though. Double wrath links. Whenever an enemy dies to holy or lightning damage, deal 9 damage of that type to a random enemy in line of sight of the target, up to 5 tiles away. Having 2 of these would be pretty fun. That might be worth it. So right now, we're certainly killing things with lightning damage. We have some dark damage going off, but like dark causes a lightning redeal. You try and do a Crackledarkener run without Carnival of Pain? I do have my Crackledarkener. What I want to find the hat that whenever something takes lightning damage, deal that much dark damage. That way we can make a little loop. And then I'll be taking my Carnival of Pain. Well, definitely gonna be taking Carnival of Pain.
Hello there.
What's going on, MacLeod? But I also want to do Arc Lightning. I haven't messed around with Arc Lightning yet, and I definitely want to do Arc Lightning. Man. I'm trying to decide if I want double Wrathlinks, or if I want to re-roll and see if we can get... Either want the hat or I want the robe that does lightning and dark. What's your homework? Tell us all about your homework. Yeah, I want Arc Lightning. I think Arc Lightning and then Carnival of Pain, and that'll be the list of spells. After that, all skills. If you were one of the Russian hackers who were really good at sowing discord among the American people and could also cast spells, you'd be a Rift Wizard. Oh, I see what Steak Jones did. What's going on, Steak? Maybe also Word of Beauty at the very end. Ew, pre-calc? Christ, I hate calculus. Maybe after Carnival of Pain, Word of Beauty. But we'll see, we'll see. Double Wrathlink seems too good to pass up, but at the same time, I'm gonna re-roll because I am greedy. Rusted Shell, thank you for that follow. Welcome to the Shake the Box family. We're happy to have you here. And I'm glad you've been enjoying Rift Wizard too. Alas, we didn't get lucky, but Finger 6. Finger 6. If we're taking Arc Lightning, Finger 6 is just another target for Arc Lightning. Oh no. Oh god, oh god. It's gonna be crowded. This place looks like it will suck. But Finger 6, I want it. I want Finger 6, I want it. You can't deny me it. Alright, even though I wanted to take it right now, it's worth considering, is there a skill that might help us out? Whenever you cast a lightning spell, all non-stationary enemy units within 3 tiles of the target are teleported to a random space up to 5 tiles away and take 9 lightning damage. Enemies will always be teleported at least 4 tiles away from the wizard. Now in the original, Lightning Warp would proc for every target, not just the immediate target. And I haven't messed around too much with lightning in 2 here. So I'm not sure, like if I were to do... Aren't all enemies stationary? Well, there are enemies that are specifically stationary, like skulls, floating eyes. Like, those are enemies that are described as stationary with will randomly teleport. Troublers are stationary. Yeah, those damn starfish. It's weird. It can be a little confusing. Yeah, I'm wondering. I was wondering if that warp would work with the upgraded blink. Like, I'm curious about that as well. Because, like, there's a lot of passive casting happening in Rift Wizard 2. Stuff that happens from boots you could wear, from clothing you could wear, from trinkets you could wear. And then on top of all that, like, if we do Death Shock and we kill a thing, cascades, kills a thing, cascades, kills a thing, is it going to affect all the stuff within 3 tiles of all of those targets? We could also up the damage and radius for this. Necrostatics could come up. Holy Thunder. Oh, Holy Thunder got modified. No, it's the same. It's the same. Whenever it takes heightened damage, redeal that damage is... Oh, it has been modified. It's not 50% anymore. It's 100%. Oh my goodness. Alright, Holy Thunder got buffed dramatically. Yeah, Fiery Judgment. We saw that one. I didn't realize they both got pretty buffed up. Yeah, they're all 100% now. That's really nice. And then, of course, Crackle Void got changed, so it's, Wait, was it Crackle Void that got changed? One of them got changed to be... Landing in 2. No, that one's normal. One of them got set up, right? Was it Fire? Starfire. Starfire changed. Yeah. Deal that much arcane damage to 4 adjacent enemies. You can still do some very fun linking of, like, alright, this took that damage, now this takes that damage, which means these 2 things take that damage. I love it. Alright, so Lightning Warp would be a nice one to grab. It might help with the crowded confines of this floor right here. Just move stuff away from us. I'm also curious, will it work with our Blink spell? Let's do it. Let's grab it. Let's find out. I want Arc Lightning, but... there's no good, safe spot to land, grab Arc Lightning, and then cast it. Yeah, new resistance versions. Wow. The fact that you can no longer re-deal damage through 100% resistance does make it so the chain can be broken more easily these days. But you know, you just pop an Aether Dagger or use a skill that strips resistance and you can keep things going. There's a way around. It seems like a slightly more balanced experience overall. Do we want to, like, land here, blink, and then Arc Lightning? Or do we want to try the warp out first? Let's do the warp, I suppose. Nice to get a skill a little early. Alright. I would like to target something that I can kill. A werewolf would do nicely. Threat range-wise, you have Soul Suck and Fiery Torment. Yeah, if I start here and just hit one of these wolves, I think we'll have a good time with Death Shock. Yeah, just like that. I just started when I have a Spark Dark Cap on Realm... I want Spark Dark Cap, goddammit, come on. It's not fair. It's cheating! Alright, we have to find out if Blink will do what we want Blink to do. Maybe I should turn down the speed. Used Blink, Thunderstrike goes off twice. 8 damage. Yeah, Lightning Warp went off, so that worked. That's nice. That's very nice. We could pair passive effects. So Blink, now even more powerful than before. Okay, I do need to be careful. Of course, I can only blink to threat radiuses. I got a little too eager and started just like throwing myself. It's the ghosts that were hurting me the most. How did you see the details? Yeah, M brings up like what happens in the turn. If you hit H, it actually tells you all about these buttons. My favorite buttons, though, are L and T. L and T will, if you hold T anywhere off the map, it'll show you every scary tile. And if you hover over an enemy, it'll show you just that enemy's scary tile. And then for line of sight stuff, hold L. And again, you could look at your line of sight from a particular tile. This is a bad floor to try and show you line of sight, because it's going to be a circle every time. Every time. I have 2 turns before I need to worry about you, so let's just Thunderstrike the spawner. Well, I'm in ghost range, which is a little bad. Thunderstrike the Ghost. Alright, no more Ghosts to worry about. Finger 6, baby. I wasn't scared even for a second. Ruby hearts. Some shoes I don't want. Or, well, I said shoes I don't want, and then I saw the best shoes in the game. Wing shoes would be very nice. And we are doing like a lightning dark run. It'd be really cool just to picture ourselves like floating over the void. Dark shadows and streaks of lightning erupting from us. And of course, it's on a floor where we can't use the benefits of it. Excellent. Fey Raven. I got 4 spell points. This floor, I'm picking up Arc Lightning, goddammit. Just Barnabas Collins coming out of your chest. Like you do, like you do. Whenever enemy takes physical fire or lightning damage, the 3 nearest enemies take that much dark damage. Oh yeah, we should probably take Carnival Pain right now, actually. 4 turns. You heal. If the damage killed the enemy... Whoops, didn't mean to do that. If the damage killed the enemy, the bolt coming out of that enemy deals twice the damage. Every 3 kills, cast your Fiery Tormentor spell. We've done the Torment upgrade. I wonder if we want to do Death Power or Lifesteal. That's a deep cut for the boomers. I'm back. I ate pizza and took a shower. Hopefully you didn't do pizza in the shower. Or maybe you did, I don't know. I don't tell you kids how to live your lives. Yeah, we gotta take wing shoes. It's too good to pass up. Was it good pizza? Did you enjoy your pizza? I'm living, like, I made 30 empanadas. And then I had leftover empanada, like, filling. And so I added frijoles negros, black beans and refried beans to my empanada mix and, like, some chili powder and stuff. And then turned that into burrito filling. And I feel like I've just been, like... I've been subsisting on the insides of empanadas for a while now. But it's only been a few days. I think it was on the 18th or 19th I put those together. Don't malign shower pizza. Shower pizza's great. It gets all wet. It was very good pizza. Alright, tell me more about this pizza. I don't know, wet pizza just sounds not super great to me. But I'm a simple man. Alright, these guys are gonna hit me for 8 damage apiece. I should really, after this, maybe get, you know, if we don't see specifically, very specifically, like the hat that does lightning and dark, we're gonna focus on hearts for a little while, probably. Good, authentic New York style? That's right. That's right, the real pizza. I was born in New York. I have no choice but to stand New York style. I eat one slice at a time just like the rest of you. I'm a simple man. I wish I could say the same for me, but at one point in my life I discovered that I could take 2 slices and I could eat 2 of them at the same time. Oh, that was good. That was a good upgrade for me. But that was in my youth, where nothing could hurt me. Now I one slice at a time, like the rest of you. Now I was much too powerful as a child. The wild days, the halcyon days of my youth. Yeah, I'm gonna take Carnival Pain right now. I'm gonna do it. Carnival Pain and then Arc Lightning. Isn't 2 slices at a time just a calzones have more going on than just being a pizza folded over, alright? My goodness. I love calzones. I make calzones occasionally. They're fun to make. It's true. I was born old and I'll die old. But I won't die. I'm gonna live forever as an old person. That's just how it is. Is everyone here familiar with the cube rule? Unfortunately, yes we are. Yes we are. We've had so many conversations about what food counts as what food. We are all sick here. I'm gonna take a few hits. I'm gonna just tank them. Because I want to do that. Ah, god damn, that was a good turn. I need to go smoke a cigarette. Jesus. Damage dealt. Carnival of Pain, 548. That is disgusting. I'm gonna slow the turn speed down a little bit. Bring it back to normal for a little while, because I want to see the cascading effects go off sometimes. We're all just raviolis arguing on the internet. The cube rule is essentially a... Alright, so imagine like a space occupying... a cube space that you could put things in there to occupy the cube, right? If you have the bottom of the cube and the top of the cube are bread, and there's stuff in the middle, that's a sandwich. And you basically just like... everything can be associated with how you arrange the cube. I don't remember all the specifics, but like, all the sides are covered. Calzone. Someone, I'm sure, could pass a link to a mod for the cube rule. Listen, we've had arguments where it's like, what's a hot dog? Is a hot dog a sandwich? Is it a taco? Is it its own category? The other day, we got into an argument like, what is a dumpling? Because, like, a ravioli's a dumpling. But what's a calzone? A calzone's not a dumpling, right? Like, does a dumpling have to have filling? There you go. There's the Cube Rule website. It's a good website. Those 2 vampires just like, we gotta run, dude, we gotta run! 12 turns, 12 turns. All things return to Taco in the end. Dumplings imply the existence of a single large dumple. That's where the dumplings all come from. Weird-ass white people dumplings? No, weird-ass white people dumplings are the dumplings in Chicken and Dumplings, which are just like dough balls that firm up in the soup. That's the weird-ass white people dumplings. All right. Matzo balls? Those would count as like a dumpling. Raviolis would be Italian dumplings. Yeah, raviolis, definitively raviolis are dumplings. But what's an empanada? An empanada is not a dumpling, right? I feel like there has to be a distinction between a dumpling and like a meat pie or a pasty or whatever you want to call it. Like there has to be a dividing line. Split! Look what you did! You split us up! You're tearing this family apart! No, I love having stupid conversations. Robe of Twilight. That's not the right robe. But we'll look at it real fast. Alright, well, maybe it is. No, no. Whenever you cast a dark or holy spell. I mean, we are going to cast a dark spell a lot. You're tearing me apart, Lisa! We'll give this a reroll, I think, see if we can't find the right robe. But we really should just be getting a heart at this point. We live in an age of war. War never changes. Reroll. Golden stuff. Robe of Agony. Oh man, I think that is the robe I want. I almost hope it's not the robe I want, because again, I really need to be... It's lightning and dark. That's the robe we want. And then we just gotta find the hat. If we could find the hat, this will be incredible. This would be overwhelmingly powerful, this run. Whenever you cast a lightning and dark spell, deal 8 lightning and 8 dark to other people. Crackledarkener, whenever someone takes dark damage, that much lightning damage gets dealt. Like, it's too good. And then we just need the hat. Then anytime someone takes lightning damage, they take that much dark damage, and we'll have just... We could do anything. We could move by teleporting, and just the whole screen will go wibbly-wobbly. We have to go there and get that. I have no choice. As much as I want an electric orb, or a heart, that robe is too fucking good. Too fucking good. Oh, but we do have an opportunity to look at an enemy that is considered stationary. Yeah, immobile. They're called immobile. But, like, stationary is probably the right idea. Stupid shit throws down glove. When I say stupid, I should, I grew up in a world where only negative language is used. And I realize that sometimes. What I should say is, I enjoy arguments that have no real, like, answer to them, you know? Like, one of my favorite discussions is the teleporter debacle. Like, would you take a teleporter with the understanding that it will obliterate you when you walk into it, just vaporizes you, and then at another location, a whole host of separate atoms are assembled into your form, and as far as you know, it's one continuous line for you. Your consciousness wasn't broken, but technically, you died, and a new person that happens to have all your memories was assembled somewhere else. Yeah. Or a different version of it is the game Soma, is the coin flip question. Like, if you upload your brain into a computer to live, like, inside that computer, your physical body's not going in there, and there's kind of a coin flip. Like, which consciousness is your unbroken line going to be? Yeah, I would take the teleporter. Oh god, the soul argument! No, not this! I don't even ask about souls or anything like that. It's really just the conversation of, like, whether or not that's you, or would you do it? Those kind of questions. Because I don't believe in, like, an ephemeral, like, permanent concept of soul or anything like that. I'm just more interested in the philosophical debate of, like, is that even you anymore? Would you do it? Why or why not? All those fun things. If I start right here, I won't be able to kill Bloodbear in one shot, which is a bummer. Bloodbear is the worst target for me to try and shoot. I take the teleporter, kick your ass for having this conversation again, Bobby. I was just bringing it up. We're not having the conversation. Just, those are the kind of conversations that I legitimately enjoy having. Because they're infuriating. And for some reason, those are enjoyable for me. There's a Maryland court case that apparently cites the cube rule, and the decision text is excellent. A pizza food truck once got a complaint and resolved it by showing a cop the copy of the state statute and then sold the cop a slice of pizza. You'd enjoy the rants I go on when reading my ethics book. Yeah, like, I enjoy those kind of conversations. If I could hit that spider, that'd be the one. But it has Ice Ball. That makes him a monster. If I start right here, he has 71 health. That shock is doing 52 damage. Not enough to kill him in one. You know, I can land, I can Carnival of Pain, and then I could either hit the spider, or I could aim for a ghost. Really doesn't matter, we just need to start the damage process. I think Death Shock's the right way to start the damage process. Yeah. Alright. I'll land here. Although... God, I really want the robe. It would really help out. You know, I could land... pick up the robe. And then just blink. The only people that are gonna hit me are these stupid skulls. But they're doing 13 a shot! Oh! But he's the only one that'll be able to hit me. Alright, that's fine. Put on my new robe of agony. And then we blink away. Cast Carnival of Pain. Wow. God damn. Take a step. This might be a powerful build. Yeah, easy mode activated. I'm almost appalled at the kind of things we could do with this setup. How they're socialized. I'm hoping that I'm swinging at Bee's Nest. You probably are. That is a pretty good argument. Star Blesser. Alright, now we're just looking for the hat. So ideally we're gonna go for hearts whenever we don't see the hat. There's gonna be tempting things. Reroll. Electric Tome. Alright, there's a ruby heart for us. There's a ruby heart for us. Cool, let's go for a ruby heart that comes with a key. I said a key. Oh, baby. Threat range. If I start here, he'll take a step forward. Yeah, this should be fine. Carnival of Pain. Oh my god! Jesus! Death Bolt? I didn't do anything. I'm sorry. That's incredible. That's amazing. These are the kind of hats we're looking for. That's Dark Force. Enjoy Carnival of Pain while it lasts. Next on the chopping block, I'm sure. I'm curious to see, like, if it were to get nerfed. Like, how do you think they would nerf it? Because, like, Hate Bolts. Arguably, Hate Bolts Hate Bolts might be one of, if not the most powerful spell in the game, and it got nerfed, but even nerfed, it's still incredibly powerful. How does this build work? Well, what's really fun is when I sat down, I didn't have a plan for a build. I was like, we're gonna just organically let a build emerge based on the items we find. So, like, play it almost like a traditional, a more common roguelike. I shouldn't even say traditional. And what we ended up with, I took Death Bolt, Lightning Bolt, and we started finding stuff like Lightning Helm, Crackledarkener, Robe of Agony. So basically, if I cast a dark spell like Carnival of Pain, which says whenever an enemy takes... We'll just skip the parts that aren't relevant. If they take lightning damage, the 4 nearest enemies take that much dark damage, right? So, we cast Carnival of Pain. That's step 1. Crackledarkener says whenever an enemy takes dark damage, and the Robe says whenever I cast a dark spell. So we start off by just doing some damage, which causes Carnival of Pain to go off, which causes Crackledarkener to go off, which causes Robe of Agony, and like we just end up with this chain reaction that erases most of the level with just me turning on my robe. Like, I only cast Crackledarkener, and Carnival of Pain just like wiped the level out. Carnival of Pain did 851, and the Wrathlinks are going off. Like, it's just a series of like small hits that cascade around the map and blow everyone away. It's just stupidly strong all around, but part of the issue, like with Hate Bolts, is ignoring range/proximity. 4 nearest enemies. Easily chained, yeah, we could just add a radius to it. Like Lightning Warp, like have it have a built-in radius to it. On the other hand, what I like about Rift Wizard is, let's say you play through the game, you have a good run with Carnival of Pain. The next time you play, like, I don't like doing the same run twice in a row, so I wouldn't take Carnival of Pain again for a while. Like, we've only used Carnival... This is the second time we've used Carnival of Pain. It's nice that it's not so, like... It's player-centric. Like, I could choose if I want to just abuse the broken spell over and over again, but what fun is that? It's nice to use it every once in a while. But I agree. Probably add a radius to it. Do. Well, there it is. God, I'm like staring off into the distance. Unfortunately, we are looking at dark to physical or physical to light. Like, dark to physical is not bad. It is more damage redealing, but we really got to get either dark to lightning or lightning to dark. We gotta dream big. We have to go for the big hat. The best hat. So let's pop a portal key. Welcome to Papa Portal. Oh my god, lightning form for free. No, resist. I don't need it. I don't need lightning form. It'd be fun to take lightning form and grab the upgrade that lets you take a couple of turns off with it, and then like use lightning bolt to teleport around with its range of 12. But I don't need to. Like, I have Blink, and Thunder Blink on there is really good. So nay, I say. The rule continues. Unless we find the hat, we don't get distracted. Yeah, we're shopping for hats. Why allow ourselves to be distracted? I still love that my first win with this game was Psychic Seedling and just building a stupid forest of trees. That was a 4.5 hour long run of watching trees grow. And it's still one of my favorite ones. Any more keys? Could I get a key? Damn. I could, but only if I want a pet. I don't want a pet. I think I'll take double healing potions. There's storm drakes in there, but who cares? They can't stop me. Nothing can stop me. I'm unstoppable. Alright, Thunderlord would be pretty nice. Increase my cascade range. But first, my final spell for this run is Arc Lightning. I don't know if we'll ever have an opportunity to cast the fucking thing because we're so powerful with all of the other nonsense. But I'd like to see it happen. Arc lightning. My only concern is we end up arc lightning ourselves into oblivion. We don't have a lot of health. Live and drink explosion. Hydrate before you dehydrate. Oh, a Twilight Seer. Alright, you guys are melee range only. Can I start relatively... Oh, yeah. I'll start near... I'll start, like, right here. Where all the spawners are? Actually, if I'm here, I want to line of sight on a couple of other friends. Keep things rolling. Cast Carnival of Pain. Yeah. God damn. Sir? You misunderstand me. You should be dead now. Well, that happened. Surprise! I think we may have a strong build here. I'm not sure, but I'm leaning that way. I'm leaning toward it might be a strong build. Let's see. Arc lighting is sorcery. Your sorcery. Lightning. So Thunderlord would be good. Arch Sorcerer would be good. Cascade range, though. This is probably the one. Although shock value. I don't know who's dying to what type of damage out there, but there's probably some lightning going on. Holy Thunder's just really good too. Deal 13 damage of that type. Oh, never mind. Prince of Ruin. Prince of Ruin. Let's take you, probably. Or maybe an upgrade. I haven't upgraded a lot of things. Carnival of Pain. Let's upgrade Carnival of Pain. That's doing a lot of work for us. If the damage killed the enemy, the bolt coming out of that enemy deals twice the damage. That's probably the one to go with. Healing's probably good, but I'm happy with what we got. Just up the damage coming out of it. Reroll. Come on, hat. If we can get that hat. Oh my god, another Wrathling. That's fucked up, game. A third... Oh wait, we didn't take the second Wrathling? I thought I did. Did I get... I can't remember what happened now. We could have an infinite number of trinkets, right? Dice to ice or dark damage. You know, we're doing the lightning one here. Why not have the dark one? We'll take the winterlings. Although we're gonna be doing holy damage too. So while we do have dark, we could double down on Wrathlings. Start next to... You know, right here should be fine. I'm gonna cast Carnival of Pain. It doesn't count as a lightning spell, you little bastards. it's so broken. That's ridiculous. Alright, do we want Wrath Links? That way we double down on the Holy and Lightning, because we will take Holy Thunder. Or do we take Winter Links? That way... Robe of Agony makes Carnival trigger itself. Yeah. Like, that's why if we just cast the one spell, it cascades along. And then Wrathlinks also contributes, because the lightning damage causes Wrathlinks to shoot off, adding more damage to the mix, causing more fun to go off. It's so good. It's so good. It's like, we just need to cast the one spell, and then we clean up. Portal key with a heart. That's looking pretty good. I might just go straight there so we can use keys. Double Wrathlinks make the most sense, I think. Because once we have Lightning redeals Holy. If they don't die to the Lightning, they will die to the Holy. So some of them will trigger the Lightning Wrathlinks, and then the rest will trigger the Holy version of it. So double Wrathlinks. There we go. 2 Wrathlinks. That seems fair. Fair to the enemies. I'm back up to 7 here. So Carnival Pain has Death Power. Thunderblink. Corpse Construct might be fun. But, like, will I even ever get to cast that now? Oh, yeah, Thunderstrike. Because we teleport and we have that go off. We should upgrade Thunderstrike. Thunderstrike. Also deals holy damage. Gains 1 storm power. Charge cost is refunded if the target tile already has a thunderstorm. Can we cast without line of sight? No. Throw also deals holy damage on there. Yeah, I already took the not Torment upgrade, because we've done the Torment version of Carnival Pain, and it was bonkers. But instead we're going to go with Death Power. Like, now that we've got the new updates as of the 19th, part of me wants to just, like, start working my way through the filter on use button. Because eventually it's like, oh, I've never used this, I've never used this. Like, that's gonna be fun. Currently, like, we've used a lot of this stuff, but the game doesn't know that yet. So let's go get a ruby heart and a key. Where to stand for maximum effect? I locked up my game with Carnival and Crackledarkener and Prince of Ruin and Shamblers. Got line of sight on some friends, who in turn have line of sight on other friends. He could... Alright. I feel like right here might be a nice where... No, maybe here? Right here. A lot of walls here. Ruin's part of my fun. Ah, right here. Carnival Pain, let's see how well it works with this kind of layout. Off it goes. Off it goes. It found its way around. Alright. Like, I could use the Earthquake Orb, but it's already over. I've killed most of them already. Turn Carnival Pain back on. How'd that guy get in a wall? Death Shock you. Man, you guys are very resistant to all of my fun. Arc Lightning. Only 1 cast of Arc Lightning. Jesus, I didn't notice that. You're undead. Lightning Bolt. No. Absolutely not. These high resistance friends, they're the problem. Yeah, that holy damage, that's helping out. Bing! Skill, lightning. Let's just throw Restless Dead. Restless Dead would be a fun one. Let's take Holy Thunder. Although Thunderlord would get me only one more charge on Arc Lightning? Goddamn. Stingy. Guess I'll turn you off for now. Earth Wrath. Prince of Ruin would be very fun, but I want someone Holy Thunder first. Disintegrator's gonna come up for sure. Come on, hat. Come on, hat. Hat. Stormcaller? No. Portal key. Come on, baby. Give me the hat I seek. Come on. Reroll them. Hat. 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 Here comes the hat. Damn it. Alright, double portal keys. Alright, randomly teleport us around, and if it's a living guy, it's going to become skeleton, and it will drain my health with 1 point of dark damage every turn. Oh no. So scared. Spawner, 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 spawner. Let's start. Over here looks like a pretty good start point. Carnival Pain. How do you determine whether you spend points on spells versus skills? So, for me... That was not bad. For me, I usually front end with spells just to get me going. And then at a certain point, I'm not sure when I know that point's coming around, you're gonna need skills to help you do more damage. But like so far, I have 7 spells and 2 skills, and we're on realm 14, and at this point, it's all skills for me now. I might take an upgrade or 2, but it's largely gonna be skills. Do I have a teleporter? Man, I don't. You know what, for this one I will Earthquake Orb. Hey buddy, how's that being a statue thing working out for you? Do. 50% resistant to lightning, huh? Alright, well. Death Shock. Death Shock. Turn Carnival Pain back on even though it does nothing for me. Thunderstrike. 36 lightning damage. He's 50%. He's taking, what, 18 damage from that then? Or I do 12. 18's still better. Does he need to have that much health? Come on. Lightning Bolt's doing 18. We're better off doing this now. Wait. This is the best? No, it doesn't matter what direction we do it from. We're doing 3 tiles worth of lightning damage per cast. You monster. I am not using my mana potion. Have fun with this. I did what I can. Let the balls have him. Feed him to the balls. Bing. Yeah. Also depends on what kind of run you're doing. There are some runs where you're going to want mostly skills and just a couple of spells. Like, one of my favorite builds in Rift Wizard 2 is Fan of Flames with Lightning Form and the Fire Form upgrade, and then Icy Fire on Fan of Flames. Just 2 spells. Like, you could take a Fireball if you want to have another spell in there, but, like, I literally just... I grab a second orb on floor 1, learn Fan of Flames, learn Lightning Form, get those 2 upgrades, and after that, all skills. Entirely skills from there on out. And that is one of my favorite builds. It's so goddamn fun. You literally just teleport, converting your Fan of Flames cone into a radius, and you just channel a big explosion in a radius. And then you teleport and repeat the process. You're completely immune to fire, lightning, and physical damage. Golden stuff, pets. I'm gonna re-roll. What if I do another port? No, save that for the next floor. Ruby Heart, lenses, skills, Hungry Dead, Enchanter's Boon, Righteous March. None of those. I don't even need hearts really at this point. Ooh, I will take a mana potion though. That's pretty nice. I hate eyeballs. This is a horrible place. But thankfully we should be able to kill almost all of the eyeballs without having to do very much. Ghostly, completely immune to dark, completely immune to lightning. That is problematic. But thankfully, we have Thunderstrike, which also does holy damage. So we can kill the Ghostly Storm Drake. All 5, wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of them. Ooh. There's 7 of the bastards. They're going to take double damage from holy. So Thunderstrike is going to do, what, 74, 72? 72 damage. It'll take 2 casts, 3 casts. Oh, lordy. I don't know if I want to come to this floor. There's other places we can go. Electric Dagger? Looks like I'm going over here, just by process of elimination. Completely immune to lightning, completely immune to dark, weak to holy. 166 damage. Makes a million stupid imps. I see we're starting to run into the people that ruined the goddamn day for me. Sorceress Lens? More range? I might just take an Electric Dagger. Man, it's all Iron Fiends. I hate Iron Fiends. They're my least favorite friends. Interesting. Thunderlord's shock value. If they witness someone dying to electricity, they go berserk. Shock value make this a little less problematic. The survivors will be berserks. Alright, well I might as well deal with just a few stupid Ghostly Storm Drakes. They're not Iron Fiends at the very least. Hello, Fireworm. I'm going to cast Carnival of Pain in your presence. I hope you don't mind. It's my friend. He is berserked. Let's Thundershock him. And blink over here. I'm not even sure how I managed to pull off getting damage looping down there. Oh, because they're berserks. Do 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 ba da ba bee dee bee. Guess I'll start walking. Oh, people are in storm clouds? God damn it. I cast my Carnival Pain too early. That's alright, I'm not gonna drink a potion. Do, 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 do. There, bonus potion. Ba, 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 ba. Thunderstrike. You know what? First, Arc Lightning just out here. Damage taken. The wizard harmed himself, of course. I knew Arc Lightning would hit me at some point. Be not in a stupid cloud. Oh, hey, buddy. Death Shock you. Death Shock the Worm. Worm went berserk. And what are you, completely immune to dark damage? Lightning Bolt. He went berserk. Thunderstrike. Bingo bango. Easy peasy. Ding ding ding. Pick up all this stuff. Stoof. Arch Sorcerer. Well, okay. That's excellent. I wouldn't say no to that. Arch Sorcerer is going to get us more damage and more casts of Death Bolts, Lightning Bolt, Thunderstrike, Death Shock, Blink. Not Carnival Pain, sadly. But Arc Lightning. It's beneficial to a bunch of them. So I will not... Oh. I think I'm going to start like right in the fucking middle here. On the thing, I'm going to take Arch Sorcerer and I'm going to turn on Carnival Pain. And most of the level will be dead or berserked by the end. Yeah, Arch Sorcerer, please. More casts, more range, more damage. It's too good to pass up. And then Carnival Pain, please. Let's see what happens. Yeah, that looked pretty good. And then I will Death Shock you. Nah, I'll Death Shock one of you guys. These are Copper Fiends, aren't they? Not fully resistant. God damn. It just goes back and forth, back and forth. 100% resistant to lightning and dark. Oh, never mind. Copper Fiends are completely resistant. Well, that doesn't stop me from blinking. Bang! Bang! The blink just does holy lightnings. It's great. It's so good. Demonic Cruelty, Scale Spinner, Pyrophilia. Drain Pulse, Fiery Tormentor. Let's pop a key here. Ice Tap, Orb Lord, Radiant Chill. Arch Enchanter. Arch Enchanter's a little tempting. Just a little bit. Like, let's consider Arch Enchanter. We only have the one enchantment. We'll get 2 more charges, 3 more duration. The damage doesn't really matter. Like, we'll just be getting it for Carnival Pain. But that duration, That ain't nothing to pass up. Ain't nothing to sneer at. It'd be really nice. Yeah, I'll take it. Not even gonna look at the enemy types on the floor. There we go, now I've looked. Arch Enchanter. Yes. Sorcery. Grab Disintegrator. And then Carnival of Pain. And it's like a virus just watching it spread around the map. Arc Lightning. Beauteous. Beauteous! Necrostatics, Prince of Ruin. Come on, hat. I already got Arch Enchanter, but thank you. Earth Wrath. Do we want Earth Wrath? Whenever you cast a nature or chaos spell, send out tremors. No, we don't have any chaos magic. It would be funny, but alas. I don't have any keys to use right now. So let's re-roll. Live and drink, my friend. Piece of candy. Your word hint is... This is a funny word, especially if you are 10 years old or younger. Oh, you're right. Oh, shit. Carnal Pain is chaos. Oh. 4-2, not 4-1. Enon is very close, but spelling. I don't know if I've ever seen it spelled that way before.
You all remember what to do whenever anyone says the secret word, right? Scream! That's right! Scream out loud!
Earth Tremors has a radius to it. I imagine this is what we'll see out of the Carnival Pain event eventually. I completely forgot that Carnival Pain is a chaos spell. How silly. I probably would have taken Earth Wrath. Poopy. The word of the day is poopy! Ha 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 ha! Yeah, I guess we're gonna go... Go here. Man! That's a silly thing to make a mistake about. Oh well. Not a very big deal. The Burning Avian Wizard. Bad layout. But I don't really need, don't need claws, that's for sure. And I definitely don't have any ice stuff to work with here. I could, though. God damn, the soundtrack's so good. Let's see. I will start... Guess I'll start here? God, I hate the layout of this fucking level. It's terrible. I'll start here? I'll start here. Carnival of Pain. Alright, managed to spread around a decent amount. All the spawners were taken out there. Yeah, having Carnival Pain last long is pretty nice. Thunderstrike ya. Carnival Pain back on. Blink. Hey, bud. Thunderstrike. Oh, don't teleport him over there. Did he? He made a thundercloud, which caused him to die. The poor fool. Which fruit is transported on pallets sealed by controlled atmosphere envelopes and almost exclusively by air because of its short shelf life? Group of answer choices. A. Grapes. B. Blueberries. C. Strawberries. D. Durians. I'm gonna go with durians. Sounds like the kind of thing you'd have to do for a horrible fruit like a durian. I'm so sad we're gonna not find the hat. Should have taken the other hat when we saw it. 2 portal keys, but the next floor is 19. I mean, we could Hail Mary for the hat on the last floor with 2 keys. It's a question on one of my finals I'm taking. Is it strawberries? Is it a trick question and it's all of the above? Better not be a goddamn trick question, it's all of the above. That is strawberries, alright. I feel like double portal key is the way to go. But Nightmare Aura... Nah, like, we cast one spell, everyone's dead anyway. It doesn't matter. Dark and Arcane resist. You bastard. Idle Nightmares, you're a real son of a bitch. But thankfully, everything will be dead before you have a chance to really say hi to anybody. So... screw you. Bang. Carnival of Pain didn't kill everyone? My god. Whew. That was a show. Might as well keep Carnival Pain going, even if it's not really that useful at this point. Alright, he's down. Thunderstrike you. Thunderstrike you. A blink. A blink. And begin the Thunder Shockage. Another easy level. Oh, I came here, but I'm not taking any of that. Void Lord. I came here for the double keys. Frozen, Fragility, Scale Spinner. Echomancer, Searing Heat, Orb Lord. Next floor is 20. Exotic Pet. Soul Harvest, Bone Guard, Venom Spit. Wheel of Death, Ball, Lightning, Conductance. Alright, that's both keys. Not seeing hats. We're really just here for hats or very exciting skills. Nope. Another Wrathlink. The game really wants me to have all the Wrathlings. Well, I guess a Sorceress Orb? Doesn't really matter. Whenever he takes physical fire or lightning damage, 4 nearest enemies take that much dark damage. That's an enchantment damage. I know, I just want the hat, man! Give the man a hat! Just give him a hat! An enchanting orb would actually be the orb for us, wouldn't it? Or no, we would want damage. Redeal 50% of all physical, poison, lightning, and ice damage dealt to enemies by enchantments as arcane. 50% of all other damage dealt to enemies by enchantments as poison damage. Fey Malevolence, given that so much of our damage is coming from Carnival of Pain. This guy, yeah. It's a hot. Like, Carnival of Pain, that's the majority of the damage. And then Holy Thunder, and then Crackledarkener. Fey Malevolence. Probably not a bad call. Redeal 50% of all other damage to enemies by enchantments as poison damage. Like, all the dark damage coming off of Carnival of Pain. Half of that would show back up as just poison damage. Grab Fey Malevolence. And I guess Thunderlord? Bring me up to 75% lightning resistance. In the arcane department, Multimancy as targets, Master of Space as range and radius. More casts. Got the 2 I wanted in the sorcery department. In the dark department. Whenever an enemy dies, if it died to dark damage, get charges back. Really don't need Dark Lord. Don't have minions. I'm kind of happy that this is a play where I'm not doing any minion stuff. We often have minions. Like, Multimancy is one I'm considering because of number of targets, but at the same time, I've cast Arc Lightning like 3 times or 4 times. Everything comes together just through our passive nonsense going on. You know what? The Earth one, we just cast Carnival of Pain once, and that'll go off. It works for Carnival of Pain. Really? Oh yeah, number of targets. You're not wrong. Our Finger 6 is also working on there. Alright, Multimancy, or the Chaos one. If we do Earth Wrath, we cast that, we get the Tremor shooting out. Carnival of Pain is a level 4, so 4 of them. Each Tremor deals 9 physical damage to the target and all units in its path. I mean, more targets for Carnival of Pain makes perfect sense, so I think I will take the Earth one, but first... You talked me into Multimancy. I kind of forgot. Carnival of Pain works so well that you don't even think about, like, oh, how do we make it work better? Alright, let's grab that. How much was Earth Wrath? 1 more point. I guess I'll take another Wrathling. It's so funny to think about taking another fucking Wrathling, but why not? After all, oh, I hate Pope. Pope the Frog is a bastard. 100% resistant to lightning and dark. I don't need Wrathlings that bad. Go to hell, game. Absolutely not. Holy hell. You're a monster for even suggesting that. Guess a Sorcerer's Orb it is. My good friend Ophan, who might get us some bonus spell point orbs, so that's kind of fun. Not resistant to lightning, you say? Well then. Got some clay phoenixes. Oh, this screen's gonna light the hell up. This is gonna get Real weird. Alright. 100% resistant in the dark. We do want to make sure that we're next to somebody that isn't 100% resistant in the dark, just to get us started. But also that we're not, like, in the exploding radius of a phoenix. You know, these spawners are probably the ideal place to spawn. Spawn on the chest? Where is the chest anyway? Oh god, next to Ophon? Thing is, like, a Sorcerer's Orb is nice and all, but it just doesn't matter. I barely cast spells. But I could. Ophon's not resistant. Nah, if he corrupts that chest, that's fine. I'm okay. Carnival of Pain! Let's see how well you work here. It's begun. Oh. Very good. That's true. He is going to corrupt on me. A big old diamond. Oh, hey, buddy. What are you doing down here? Have you considered Death Shock? No, really, have you considered Death Shock? A fair and balanced affair. Up, down, up, down, and up, down. Gain 1 shield every 1 turns, up to a max of 7. What? It's been 2 turns! It's turn 5. It's technically, I guess it's been 5 turns. Well, fine. I guess I have to do... I have to cast spells, I guess? Oh! You know, these new friends. Turn Carnival Pain back on. Oh, yeah. Blink? I know, the game's making me cast spells? Like... I don't know how I feel about that. It feels not fair. Oh my god, there goes Ophon. Carnival Pain back on. Ting! Ophon's shield up down thing's gonna be going for a while. Sure, Sorcerer's Orb. Like, Death Bolt's at 20 damage. Death Bolt's at 24 damage. Well, Mordred, this I've only ever had longer fights with Ophon. This is the first time he's only gotten 1 turn. That is ridiculous. Is this the same run? I'm trying to remember. Oh, it's hilariously broken. Like, I have barely done anything since we've gotten this run off the ground. I literally just start a level and everything dies. It is perhaps the most overpowered I've been in this game. And we've had some pretty overpowered runs. Alright, the first run we died, like, somewhere toward the middle of the run. This one, not so much. Yeah, we should get 1 more skill. Like, I could do Thunderlord, but I don't think it matters. Lightning spells and skills gain damage? With Wizard Army, you literally couldn't die. Honestly, Cat Tax, like, couldn't die either. Like, could not die. Let's consider this. Thunderlord. Has to be through enchantment, so not that one. Our lightning damage through Prince of Ruin would go up if I take that. Yeah, let's take Earthwrath. Go in a weird direction here. Take things in a weird direction. Timberborn? I do want to do some Timberborn for Earth Day. Yeah, the Wizard Army kept me alive, but it could have killed me. But we just got, I guess I wouldn't say lucky. We won through sheer numbers. We had hundreds and hundreds of wizards. Alright, one last reroll to see if we can get the hat. Nope. Honestly, that was a bad reroll. Those Shamblers would have been really funny, but he's got to shuffle the level immediately anyway, so it doesn't matter. Mostly resistant. Oh, fun! Just get out of here. What about Super Earth Day? Oh my god. I didn't consider Super Earth Day. Well, let's turn on Carnival of Pain. Good. I need him to corrupt the level. Oh, he really corrupted the level. Let's see. 100% resistant in the dark. 75. Super Timberborn. I'm gonna stopwatch. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I didn't even want to do this. I'm too powerful! I'm sorry, game. Somebody took a teeny tiny tick of damage and it started the system. The engine is too good. Oh my god. Hey Mordred, what happened to you in there, buddy? He died multiple times in that. Oh my goodness. We killed Mordred 3 times! I literally didn't do anything. I literally did nothing. I froze time, and like a passive effect went off on the map. That was incredible. What the fuck am I seeing? So, we put together a build where we essentially create like an engine of doing 2 to 3 damage types in like a cycle, basically. And all it takes is a little bit of lightning or a little bit of dark. Like either one of those will start it off. And I imagine I used Golden Stopwatch. Towering Bone Shambler took 8 fire damage from Volcano Turtle's Volcano Shell. And the Chaos Quill blocked some of it. Reaper blocked some of it. Fire damage, fire damage. We're looking for... Oh, right! Because Carnival Pain will proc off of fire as well. So that fire damage turned on Carnival of Pain, and it's all downhill from there. Like, all downhill. Crackledarkener was going off, Wrathlinks were going off, which causes Carnival of Pain to go off, and so on and so forth. We just have an infinite loop of damage until someone has enough resistance to stop it. And no one had enough resistance to stop it! You can't stop this build! It's an unstop. Like, 1 point of damage is enough to kill everything on the screen. It would take me a half an hour to scroll down to the bottom of this, I bet. It's just 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, over and over again. And Mordred died 3 times in there. Like, it just obliterated the whole map. Hey, buddy. I feel really I feel bad about what just happened. Also... Hi, I guess? You got 7 shield going on there? Let me go ahead and stun you. Don't stop. There we go. I kind of want him to actually, like, shuffle the board, because I can't... What am I gonna do now? Kind of bored without him, shuffling the board. Well, he's on his last life. God damn. There we go, Thunderlord. Kill him, perhaps? I'm gonna let him shuffle the board so I could just, cast Carnival of Pain and watch everything die again. One last turn for all time's sake. There we go, thanks. Carnival of Pain. Somebody's gonna cause a point of damage or two somewhere out there. Or I'll just Arc Lightning, I guess. This is where my hubris caused me to kill myself by mistake. No, never mind. Bye, Mordred. Oh my god. The Dark Wizard is slain. His beasts have been broken and made tame. The beauty of Avalon will be built again. Your soul is permitted to sleep and dream once more. God damn, that was such a good run. And, like, that wasn't even the perfect version of it. There was a hat. There's a hat that can be made in this game that will do, like, if an enemy takes lightning damage, do dark damage back. And that's, like, the perfect complement to Crackledarkener. We literally could have had, like, an endless loop of damage. But we didn't find the hat. And even without the hat, this is just so busted right here. Dark Helm, like, we had the Lightning Helm, which is nice, but, like, we really wanted the chain effects with the, trying to think what it would be called. The Dark Crackler? Shadow Crackler? What would the hat be called? Dark Crackler, probably? But let's review. Because this run, we didn't have a plan going in. Today I was like, you know what? Let's, like, let the run dictate where the run goes. Like, what items we find. I could have had another. The Dark Spark. We wanted the Dark Spark hat. That would have been the perfect hat. I didn't have 3 Wrathlings. I only had 2. So at first, I was like, you know what? We'll take Deathbolt. Why not? Just start with, like, whatever random thing. And then floor 2 was the Lightning Helm. And I was like, cool. Alright, let's start. We'll do Dark Lightning. We should look for the Crackledarkener. We took Thunderstrike so we could upgrade Blink later on. Death Shock because it's a great spell. And then we found Crackledarkener. It was all downhill for the enemies from there. Because one cast of Death Shock could just clear out most of the floor by jumping around. And then Crackledarkener would do more damage. It was very nice. This was the scariest floor. Floor 6 was the only floor that was dangerous, and it's because we had enemies that would grow bigger based on lightning damage. But eventually we took Carnival of Pain, and it was over. Like, that was a 2-cast floor. Just blew it all up. We blinked around to do extra free Thunder Strikes, but it was 1 Carnival of Pain and 1 Death Shock for the most part. And that's going to be true for all of the floors. Damage dealt. Carnival of Pain, Crackledarkener. Carnival of Pain, Crackledarkener. Carnival of Pain, Crackledarkener. I'm kind of curious. We eventually took... I didn't pay too much attention to it, but... We took, what was it? Fey Garden? Fey Court? Prince of Ruin there. How much did Prince of Ruin do for us? Shockingly, not too much. Well, I guess I took it at the end, didn't I? Carnival Pain, Holy Thunder, Crackledarkener, Thunderstrike. Huh. Not seeing... I guess it's in other somewhere. Here it is. Fey Malevolence. Does Fey... Yeah. Fey Malevolence. I figured that would pop up pretty nicely. Like, whatever we do through Carnival of Pain, Fey Malevolence is showing up as poison damage. Man, Wrathlings. God damn Wrathlings! 3,000 damage from Wrathlings. Well, this is easily one of my favorite runs right here. That was good stuff. Good stuff! Very good stuff. I have to pee again. I've been drinking water and tea nonstop. BRB.